Welcome to Croatia! I'm thrilled you're joining me for an adventure along one of the world's most stunning coastlines. We're about to set sail, exploring the best boat trips this country has to offer. Crystal clear waters, hidden islands, and unforgettable food. This journey is all about connection to the place, the people, and each other. So are you ready? Let's get out on the water and make some memories. Let's go! Our first stop is Dubrovnik, a city that feels like it's been plucked straight from the pages of a fairy tale. As you soar above the terracotta rooftops and gaze down at the ancient city walls, you can almost hear the echoes of centuries past. Dubrovnik's old town is a living museum, its marble streets polished by the footsteps of travelers and locals alike. The city's iconic walls, standing tall and proud, have protected this Adriatic gem for hundreds of years, and today they invite you to wander, explore, and lose yourself in their timeless embrace. Every corner of Dubrovnik tells a story. From the ornate facades of Renaissance palaces to the bustling open-air markets, there's a sense of history and wonder in the air. The city's charm is endless. Whether you're sipping coffee in a sun-drenched square, listening to the distant sound of church bells, or simply watching the world go by from a quiet alleyway, it's a place where the past and present blend seamlessly, creating an atmosphere that's both vibrant and serene. But the real magic begins when we leave the city behind and set sail for the Elefiti Islands, a small archipelago just off the coast. As our boat glides across the sparkling turquoise sea, Dubrovnik slowly fades into the distance, replaced by the promise of adventure and discovery. The salty breeze, the gentle rocking of the boat, and the endless horizon ahead all signal that something special awaits. Our first island stop is Kolokep, a tiny paradise where cars are nowhere to be found and the pace of life slows to a gentle stroll. Here, ancient olive groves stretch as far as the eye can see, their silvery leaves shimmering in the sunlight. The air is filled with the scent of wild herbs and the distant sound of waves lapping against the shore. Walking through Kolokep feels like stepping into another world, a world where time stands still and nature reigns supreme. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and it's the perfect antidote to the bustle of the mainland. Next, we arrive at Lopud, an island famous for its rare sandy beach, Sunji. Unlike most of Croatia's pebbly shores, Sunj offers soft golden sand and warm shallow water that seems tailor-made for relaxation. Families splash in the gentle surf, sunbathers stretch out under the Mediterranean sun, and laughter drifts on the breeze. The beach is a haven of pure joy, where worries melt away and every moment feels like a celebration of summer. Whether you're wading in the crystal-clear shallows or simply soaking up the view, Lopud's beauty is impossible to resist. Our journey continues to Sipan, the largest of the Elefiti Islands and a place where history and hospitality go hand in hand. Grand old villas, once the summer retreats of Dubrovnik's nobility, line the waterfront, their faded facades hinting at stories of a bygone era. At a local konoba, a traditional Croatian tavern, we're treated to a feast of freshly grilled fish, caught that very morning and served with a side of olive oil and laughter. The flavors are simple, honest, and unforgettable, a true taste of island life. As we dine by the water's edge, the sun begins to dip toward the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink. As the day draws to a close, we board our boat and head back toward Dubrovnik. The city glows in the golden light of sunset, its walls and towers reflected in the calm waters of the Adriatic. There's a sense of quiet contentment among our group, a feeling that we've been changed, even in small ways, by the beauty and peace of the islands. The journey has only just begun, but already, the magic of the Elefiti has left its mark. The Elefiti Islands don't just show you beauty, they invite you to become a part of it. Whether you're collecting seashells on a quiet beach, wandering through olive groves, or simply breathing in the salty air, you carry a piece of this paradise with you long after you leave. The memories linger, like the gentle sound of waves or the warmth of the sun on your skin. What a way to start our journey! With hearts full of wonder and spirits lifted by the Adriatic breeze, we set out, eager to see what other dreams Croatia has in store. Now, let's turn up the energy in Split, a city where ancient history and modern excitement blend seamlessly along the sun-drenched Adriatic coast. The palm-lined promenade known as the Riva is alive with laughter, music, and the clinking of glasses as locals and travelers alike gather to soak in the lively atmosphere. Here, every evening feels like a celebration, with street performers, open-air markets, and the scent of fresh seafood drifting from nearby restaurants. The city's Roman roots are visible in every stone, yet Split pulses with a youthful spirit that invites you to join the party. But the adventure doesn't stop in Split. We hop aboard a sleek catamaran, the wind whipping through our hair as we speed across the Adriatic Sea. The journey itself is exhilarating, with the coastline slipping away behind us and the promise of new adventures ahead. Our destination: Hvar, Croatia's playground for the glamorous, the adventurous, and anyone seeking a taste of Mediterranean magic. The anticipation builds as the island's silhouette appears on the horizon, its reputation for vibrant nightlife and stunning natural beauty preceding it. Hvar town buzzes with life from morning till night. The harbour is a parade of gleaming yachts and colourful fishing boats, while the old town's marble streets echo with laughter and music. Chic bars and open-air cafes spill onto the squares, and the scent of lavender drifts on the breeze. Yet for those craving a true escape, the real magic lies just beyond the harbour, waiting to be discovered by boat among the Pakleni Islands. We hire a local captain, whose knowledge of these waters is unmatched. He guides us to secret coves and hidden beaches, places untouched by the crowds. The water here is impossibly turquoise, inviting us to dive in and leave the world behind. Each cove feels like a private paradise, where the only sounds are the gentle lapping of waves and our own laughter echoing off the rocks. For lunch, we dock at Palmisana, a tiny island oasis renowned for its laid-back charm. Here we feast on the freshest seafood, octopus salad, grilled fish, and local olive oil, surrounded by lush gardens and the scent of rosemary. The vibe is effortlessly cool, with barefoot diners and the gentle hum of conversation blending with the sound of cicadas. It's the kind of place where time slows down, and every bite tastes like summer. The day unfolds in a perfect blend of Hvar's high-energy excitement and the Pakleni Islands' tranquil serenity. We lounge on the deck, basking in the golden sun, sharing stories and laughter as the boat gently rocks beneath us. The contrast between the lively harbour and these peaceful waters is striking, offering the best of both worlds in a single unforgettable day. Swim, relax, and soak up the sun. Here, every moment is a celebration of freedom and friendship. Whether you're diving into the clear blue, napping in the shade, or simply watching the clouds drift by, it's easy to lose track of time in this island paradise. Hvar and the Pakleni Islands. Together, they form a dynamic duo of adventure and peace, where every day is a new story waiting to be written. This is pure bliss, the ultimate escape for those who crave both excitement and tranquility on the sparkling Adriatic. Next, we head to Kornati National Park, a wild, otherworldly archipelago of 89 islands. The landscape is stark and stunning. White rock, blue sea, and dramatic cliffs. No towns, just scattered stone cottages and endless silence. We swim in crystal clear, salty water and enjoy a simple, perfect meal of grilled fish. Out here, you disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature. Maybe we'll spot dolphins, maybe just our own reflections in the stillness. Kornati isn't just a boat trip, it's a soul reset. Sometimes silence is the greatest beauty. From minimalism to abundance, welcome to Milje, the Adriatic's greenest island. Lush forests, saltwater lakes, and ancient legends await. We explore the national park by bike or on foot, circling the tranquil lakes. A boat takes us to St. Mary's Isle and its 12th century monastery, a peaceful retreat. Swim, kayak, or simply float beneath the pines. This is nature's therapy. Climb Montauk for breathtaking views or just relax and let the island's magic work. Milje is pure tranquility, a place that heals and inspires. Leaving feels like waking from a beautiful dream. Our final journey takes us north to the enchanting region of Istria, a land where the Adriatic Sea meets rolling green hills, and where every corner seems to whisper stories from centuries past. As we leave behind the sun-drenched southern coast, the landscape transforms. Olive groves and vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see, and the air is tinged with the scent of pine and salt. Our destination is the romantic town of Rovinj, a place that feels like it's been plucked straight from a painter's canvas. Its pastel-coloured houses tumble down to the water's edge, and narrow cobblestone streets wind their way up to the hilltop church of St. Euphemia. Here, fishermen mend their nets in the early morning light, and the gentle lapping of waves against the harbour sets a tranquil rhythm to daily life. But adventure calls us onward, and soon we set sail for the mysterious Breathtaking Islands, a scattered archipelago just off the Istrian coast. These islands were once the private retreat of Yugoslav leader Josip Broz Tito, who entertained royalty, movie stars and world leaders in lavish style. Today, the Breathtaking Islands are open to all, inviting visitors to discover their secrets. Now a protected national park, Breathtaking is a sanctuary for rare plants and animals, and a living museum of natural and human history. The moment you step ashore, you're greeted by lush greenery, the calls of exotic birds, and a sense of timelessness that's hard to describe. On Veliki Breathtaking, the largest of the islands, we explore perfectly manicured lawns that once hosted grand garden parties, a quirky safari park where zebras and llamas graze under Mediterranean skies, and the haunting remains of ancient Roman villas, silent witnesses to centuries of change. Electric golf carts whisk us through landscapes where history and whimsy collide. Here you can touch the gnarled trunk of a 1600-year-old olive tree, its roots deep in the island's past, and then dive into crystal-clear waters off sun-bleached rocks, where the Adriatic sparkles in every shade of blue. The sense of connection to both nature and history is palpable, and if you're in the mood for something truly extraordinary, follow the marked trails to discover real dinosaur footprints, fossilized in stone for over 100 million years. It's a reminder that Breattaking's story began long before humans ever set foot here. The island is a mesmerizing blend of wild, untamed beauty and carefully preserved history. Ancient ruins peek out from dense forests, and wildflowers bloom beside crumbling walls. It's a place where the past and present exist side by side, and where every path leads to a new discovery. And then, just when you think you've seen it all, you stumble upon zebras grazing with the sparkling Adriatic as their backdrop, a surreal sight that perfectly captures Breattaking's eccentric spirit. The safari park is home to animals gifted by foreign dignitaries, a living legacy of Tito's unusual hospitality. Step inside the island's museum and you'll find black and white photographs of Tito shaking hands with world leaders and glamorous celebrities lounging on the beaches. The walls are lined with stories of intrigue, diplomacy, and the golden age of Breattaking's social scene. The exhibits reveal the island's unique past, from its days as a Roman outpost to its transformation into a playground for the powerful. Artifacts, documents, and personal mementos paint a vivid picture of a place that has always been just a little bit different. Breattaking is more than just an island. It's a living time capsule, where every stone and tree has a story to tell. As the sun sets over the archipelago, the sky ablaze with color, you can't help but feel you've stepped into another world. For us, Breattaking is the perfect, quirky finale to our Croatian adventure, a place where history, nature, and the bizarre come together in unforgettable harmony. What a ride it's been, and what memories we'll take home from this magical corner of the Adriatic. And just like that, our journey ends. But I hope your spirit is still sailing. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you're inspired, subscribe and stay connected. Your support lets me keep sharing these stories, ad-free and from the heart. Until next time, be well, be happy, and never stop exploring.